You've probably heard that it takes 21 days to build a habit, right? But what if I told you that real, meaningful transformation, the kind that actually sticks, could be ignited in just 1 week? Well, today, we're going to break down 5 specific habits that can do exactly that.
So let me ask you this. Are you trying to change your life but just feel stuck? You know the feeling. You wake up tired, you get pulled into a million distractions, and you keep making these promises to yourself that just kind of fade away. You're hoping things will magically get better. We have all been there. And today, we're going to talk about how to get out.
You see, we get this idea in our heads that change has to be this massive, dramatic overhaul. We need the perfect plan, and we expect instant results. But honestly, what actually works is the complete opposite. It starts with one small change. From there, it's about daily action, and then letting real, actual momentum build on its own. That common approach, it leads us straight into what I call the all-or-nothing trap. We get super fired up, we try to fix our entire life all at once, and you know what happens. We burn out, we feel like a total failure, and we slide right back to where we started. But here's the thought that can really shift your entire perspective. Getting better isn't about luck. It's not about waiting for some perfect moment to arrive. It's about a deliberate, intentional process of change. So where do we even begin? Well, we start with habit number 1, harnessing the power of just one. We're going to completely bypass that all-or-nothing trap by zeroing in on the only habit you really need to get the ball rolling. That's right, just one, not 10 habits, not even 5. Just one single, carefully chosen habit that you do consistently. See, the goal here isn't to reinvent your life overnight. It's way simpler. It's just to prove to yourself that change is actually possible.
And this quote, man, it just nails the core principle, doesn't it? A tiny effort that you repeat every single day is so much more powerful than some heroic, massive effort you only do once in a blue moon. Lasting change always comes from what you can sustain.
And look, this isn't just some nice-sounding theory. We see this exact pattern with some of the greatest achievers in history. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, he built his entire career by starting with a simple goal: write just 1 page a day. Or think about Benjamin Franklin. He used a similar system, methodically tracking 13 virtues to build his character piece by piece. They both understood the secret: small, daily actions add up to massive, life-changing results. Okay, so here it is, your first mission. Let's call it the 7-day rule. Step 1, pick one habit that really matters to you. Step 2, and this is crucial, make it so ridiculously small that you can't possibly say no. I'm talking 1 push-up or reading just 1 page of a book. Then you commit to doing it daily and you track your wins for 7 straight days. And remember, the real habit you're building here isn't the push-up or the reading. It's the act of showing up for yourself. That's the foundation. All right, once you've proven to yourself that you can show up, it's time for habit number 2, building unbreakable momentum. This is the engine. This is what's going to drive you forward long after that initial spark of motivation starts to fade. And there's no better example of this than the legendary productivity hack from comedian Jerry Seinfeld. To become a better writer, he made a simple commitment: write jokes every single day. He'd get a big wall calendar, and for every day he wrote, he'd draw a big red X over that day. His only rule was beautifully simple: don't break the chain. You know, the magic is all in the streak. After day 1, you get that first satisfying checkmark. Day 2, you get another. All of a sudden, you've got a chain going. Psychologically, your brain gets hooked. It starts to hate the idea of seeing a blank space on that calendar. It's visual, it's simple, and wow, is it effective. But the single biggest enemy of your momentum is distraction. And that brings us to habit number 3. I mean, think about your day. After you account for the essentials like sleep and work, there's this huge chunk of time left over. For most of us, that time just vanishes into this black hole of notifications, mindless scrolling, and trying to do 5 things at once. So how do you fight back? You fight back with what author Cal Newport calls deep work. The habit of focusing, without distraction, on something that really demands your brain power. You have to start treating your attention like it's your most valuable currency. Because if you don't decide where it goes, trust me, the world will be more than happy to spend it for you. But all that deep work, all that focus, it takes a ton of energy. And that brings us right to habit number 4. So let me ask you this. When you think about your health, exercising, eating right, do you see it as an expense, something that costs you time and energy? Or do you see it as the foundational investment that fuels everything else you do? Ariana Huffington learned this lesson the absolute hardest way. While she was building her massive media empire, she literally collapsed from pure exhaustion and burnout. And in that moment, she had a huge realization. No amount of success is worth sacrificing your well-being. Your health is, plain and simple, non-negotiable. And we're not talking about anything extreme here. A 20-minute walk every day. Getting good quality sleep. Drinking more water. These are the fundamentals. This is the fuel for everything else. You gotta remember, your body is the engine. If that engine breaks down, the whole journey grinds to a halt. So how does this all come together? Well, it comes together with habit number 5, which is maybe the most powerful of all. You start winning your week. This is where the real magic happens. This is where we go beyond just doing things, and we actually start changing who we are. Think about what this journey looks like over just 7 days. Day 1, that's the promise. That's you making a commitment to yourself. By day 3, you've got the proof. You have hard evidence that you can actually do this. And by day 7, you've started to forge a new identity. You're no longer the person who just tries to do things. You're now the person who follows through.
And this right here, this is where real, rock-solid confidence comes from. It's not born from some random burst of inspiration. It's not even from those occasional big wins. True, unshakable confidence is built from daily proof. That small, consistent evidence that you keep the promises you make to yourself.
So, if you remember anything, remember this. A better life isn't found in one single glorious moment of inspiration. It's forged in the quiet, daily decisions you make day in and day out. The life that you really want is waiting for you on the other side of your discipline. So my question for you is, what's the one small thing you're going to commit to for the next 7 days?